All right, guys, welcome back to Pennsylvania. Out here in this third year no-till field. I just was curious today. I had said that the corn was planted 5 days earlier than last year. So it's been 4 days now. And I was just curious to see the progress. I'm not really big on doing this. I'm more or less just doing this for YouTube. But there it is. There's the start of the corn here for 2019. So it's sprouted. It's not quite up through the ground, but it's not too far off. A day or so and I'll start seeing them. So we are getting some sunny days compared to last year where it was overcast and cloudy. Now yesterday it dumped rain, and then the sun came out, then it dumped rain again, so everything is waterlogged, and there's puddles up here on the hill. So I'm just looking around here. Weed control looks good. I'm not seeing any green any type of weeds that survived. Everything looks dead. So the next step in this field, once we get to that point, will be the post-emerge herbicides and a little bit of foliar work that I do, and then top dress with nitrogen. The nitrogen did come yesterday. The guy said he'd bring one load out, and he ended up bringing everything I needed in one day. So I'm very glad that that's here. Was going to do some broadcasting on top, but now that I see the corn's soon to be out of the ground, and with everything being waterlogged, we're going to have to hold off on that, I think. So, all right, let's go check the grass hay field and see what the progress is there. All right, so we'll talk with the trouble spots here quick. This is soybeans. The soybeans haven't emerged yet. But you'll notice this green in the field, and that is the mare's tail that I did not get with the sprayer. And not that I missed it, the herbicide didn't kill it. So I was talking to some guys, and we're going to do something different for next year. The beans should be okay this year, but they're going to be weedy. And you'll take notice there's like a strip there, and a strip there. That was from last year when the corn planter, row 12, wasn't working, and we had like 60 inches of field space there that was open. So that's what that is, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know. In crop, I don't think I'm going to have any luck. Once the beans are coming out of the ground, there's not much I can do right now. So we'll have to see. It'll just look ugly, I guess. But all right, up to the grass field. All right, so I'm looking out at this grass field. It was just a Roundup 2,4-D combination that took care of this grass. The 2,4-D was more or less for the, usually anytime I had sprayed Roundup, then a couple weeks later, all the broadleaves would come up once the grass died off. So that was just a little extra insurance. But everything here is pretty well dead. There's a little bit of green grass that survived, but grass is still something that's easily managed. Excuse me. Okay, so I can see the corn rows through here. He had problems with the grass wrapping up on the trash wipers, the spike discs that he had in front. I think they were an add-on, like a Yetter spiked openers, trash. But anyway, they were wrapped up, so we had to take them off the planter to clear them out. But one thing I was worried about with the grass was that it was going to be, there's a row. I was worried about that it was going to be sticking, like the grass was going to be holding the planter. Yeah, and it's not, the trench isn't closed very well. I can put my finger right down in the trench. It might just be here, but take me forever to find corn here. I'll come back with you. All right, so we found some corn here. I was a little worried that the trench wasn't closed here, but we'll see what happens. Might just be that spot. Let's find somewhere else. And this sod ground is, I think, like 40 years. Yeah, there it's closed. Okay. 30 or 40 years this was a hay field, so it's time to put it in corn. So we'll see what it does. All right, so I found a few other places where the trench wasn't closed. Now it has me worried. I'm wondering if the closing wheels shouldn't have been adjusted for sod ground. We'll see. I'm not gonna. Anyway, talking about hay fields, this is probably the first one this year we're gonna tackle, and that's next. The next thing on the schedule is the hay. Want to get the hay made, get it taken care of. Just waiting for weather. Of course, Pennsylvania is rain every day. I got some here that's waist high. It's not real dark green that it usually is because this didn't get any nitrogen. I didn't get it till today, so I'm not gonna go and put it on now. It's just not as thick, and gonna have less bales, I think, but we'll make it, get it off, wait a couple days, and we're gonna put on some nitrogen then, and a little bit of 2,4-D. So that's what's next on the agenda. And some guys might think it's early. I've already had guys telling me that they have some hay laying. So anyway, this is going to be the theme here in the soybeans, this crap. You'll take notice all of the bottom leaves are dead and the top survives. So this plant's still alive. There's going to be a lot of this in the beans. So I don't know. I thought for sure I got it. They kind of crumpled them up, and now they survived, so it is what it is, I guess. Oh man, and this is really a problem. The ground is thick with that stupid stuff. Oh my gosh, out there. And that's where it was so rocky last year, and the corn wasn't going in the ground, and it didn't grow, so it had it was exposed. But that is like a mat. I don't know. And then in crop, once the beans are, I don't see any yet, but once they come up, there's not a whole lot of options. And it's good that I don't have as many beans this year, but man, oh man, that's almost worse than when I started. If I can't get this herbicide straightened out to get rid of this stuff, whether it be switching to Liberty or dicamba, using something a little harsher, if I can't get this straightened out and get this stuff controlled, we might be having to do some tillage in the spring when we see that this stuff is coming up. But man, oh man, it's all the way out through. Yeah, well, that's a fail. All right, on a more positive note, you'll take notice the grass is growing here on the waterway. I can see it coming up through the matting, through the netting. So that's good that that's growing, that's coming up. Didn't get washed out from that rain. I mean, it dumped the rain yesterday. And some mare's tail out through there. Yeah, this is gonna be, they're gonna be too tall for the posts to do anything. It's just Roundup and first rate. First rate does work, but only to a certain height. May slow them down, but I just can't believe for how they looked, and they were like lime green. And yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to my spray dealer because that didn't work this year. So all right, anyway, I'm gonna stay positive. It's not as many acres as corn, so corn ground looks good so far. So all right guys, I'll come back with you on the next one.